Okay, these are just review problems, stuff that we've already done. So I'm going to review how to do it again, and then we're going to do quizzes. And you can also use Desmos on quizzes because there's answer choices, and I'll show you in a little bit how that looks and how you can use that on the test on Thursday. Okay? The first type of factoring is greatest common factor. That's the GCF, right? So in the calculator, I'm going to put GCF of 36 and 81 to see what they have in common. Write this down, and let's type it in Desmos. What do they have in common that I can divide out? So greatest common factor of 36 and 81. GCF of 36, comma, 81. So they have a 9 in common. That means I can take out a 9 and divide it by 9. So if I do 36 divided by 9, I'm going to be left with a 4 inside. And if I divide 81 by 9, I'm also going to be left with a 9 inside. So I'm going to take out a 9, divide everything out, and this is what I'm going to be left with inside, a 4 and a 9. So here we go. I'm going to take out a 9. I'm going to be left with a 4 inside and a minus 9 inside. But what about my x's? How many x's do they have in common, both of them? 3. That means I can take out 3 from this one, and I can take 3 out of this one. So I'm going to take 3 out from both this one and this one. If I take 3 out of here, out, how many do I have left? ¿Cuántas me quedan? No, if there's 4, I take 3 out, I have 1 left. Right here, 3, and I take 3 out, how many do I have left? 0, right? So this is your final answer. All right? Let's do difference of squares. This is the one that everybody liked from yesterday, right? Difference of squares. There's a minus, and these are squares, just like we did yesterday. So you're going to take 1 plus and 1 minus, right? What's the square root of 4? It's 2. So in the front, I'm going to have 2 and 2. What's the square root of 49? 7. So in the back, I'm going to have 7 and 7. And then what's the square root of x squared? Just x. So this becomes just x and x. This is my answer. Okay, easy. And then the bottom two, these are the ones that we do where I need factors of the last number that give you a sum or a difference. But this one is easier than this one because this one has a 6 in the front and this one doesn't, right? So I'm going to start with this one first. I need factors of 30 that give me a sum or difference of 7. So give me things that multiply and give you 30. 1 times 30. Look at your chart. What about 2? 2 times 15 gives me 30. What about 3? Times 10 gives me 30. What about 4? 4 doesn't work. What about 5? Times 6. Okay? Which one of those gives me a sum or a difference of 7? When I add or subtract them? 10 and 3, right? If I subtract them, so that's a difference. So one's going to be plus, one's going to be minus. The bigger number is going to take that symbol. So the 10 is going to be negative. So here we go. My factors are x times x, negative 10 and positive 3. How can I check it in Desmos? This is how you can check it in Desmos, okay? You're going to type this whole thing in there and all of this in there. So I have Pay attention because you're going to need this on the test. You have x squared minus 7x minus 10. This is what it looks like, okay? And I need one to match it. Tiene que ser igual. So then parentheses x minus 10 and parentheses x plus 3. Did I type something wrong? Oh yeah, this is supposed to be 30. I messed up. All right, so when I have both of them, this is my purple one. Look at the graph. This is my black one. They're the same. That's how I know that that's the answer. Okay, that's how you check it in Desmos. The next one, when you have a number in the front, what do you do with it? You take it and you multiply by 5, right? So take the 6, multiply by 5, that gives me 30. So take off the 6 for now, it's x squared minus 7x minus 30. Remember, I'm going to use that 6 later to divide. So I need things that multiply and give me 30. They're right here. I can use the same ones. 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, 5 times 6. That give me a sum or difference of 7. Well, I had them already, right? It's the same one. So then my factors are x minus 10, x plus 3. But now I have to take that 6 and divide both of them by 6. Okay, so I'm going to put it in Desmos. 10 divided by 6, negative 10 divided by 6, and 3 divided by 6. So negative 10 divided by 6, fraction, and 3 divided by 6, fraction. So I'm going to write those down and move the denominator to the front. So negative 5 over 3. This is x minus 5 over 3. And this is x plus 1/2. So we're going to move the denominator. That 3 is going to go in the front. And that 2 is going to go in the front. So I end up with 3x minus 5 and 2x plus 1. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to type this in Desmos and your answer in Desmos and check that they're the same. Go ahead and pause the video, type it in Desmos, check that they're the same. Okay, so when you put it in, this is the purple one, this is the red one, right? So they're the same exact thing. That's how you know that it's the correct one. So I want you to let me know when you finish so I can put the code up here for you to start on the quizzes.